Good afternoon. As usual, I'd like to start with the Forex calendar so that I can narrow down on the assets that I would like to look for setups on. So you see here we have a euro. So anything with euro, we can look at it. Of course, US, we have something, so we can look for futures. US 500 and US Tech 100. Audi GPY also, Audi again. So it's not a very volatile week. US unemployment claims and card. Okay, so Euro, GBP, JPY, Audi card, Audi JPY, card JPY. Those are assets that we can do some analysis on and see what we have or what we should expect for this week. So I'll go right ahead. From here, from the forex calendar, I like to go to my dollar index because that is one other key step in analyzing my weekly profile. What kind of work do I expect? So I'm jumping now to Dixie. I was just going through it some few minutes ago. So already here at Dixie, you can see that today has started on a bearish move. We're like going to fill this imbalance here between 107 and 107.218. It's a nice imbalance there. Now I can see we have a gap somewhere here, but if this is going to continue on this momentum and drop to 106.827, then I think we can look for buys on the US futures, that is just 500 and US Tech, and also for the Euro USD, you can look for some buys because they move inversely with the, as long as the USD is the second pair on the second part of a pair, okay, they move inversely. If it is the first part, then they move in tandem, they move the same direction. So if we'll drop to 106.28, then there we have some we can look for some bullishness on the assets. Let me see whether we have an opening week gap. I don't see one, but that's a nice fair value gap there between 107.28 and 107.559, 21 and 107.599. That was over a nice drop. Maybe we feel this buy side imbalance, necessary insufficiency. Maybe we can feel that maybe today, tomorrow. So we can look for sales, for buy stories on the asset. So we go now to our MT5 here. We'd like to start with the, let me pick US 500 first here. And here we'll move fast because I want this video to be short. And already I can see we have a nice opening gap here, opening week gap here, which is I'm able to see it from a 4-hour time frame. And you see how the bottom of it was used nicely, just up there, started to run high. So we, as I've said, we can look for more bullishness. I know yesterday's high is still intact, or maybe we are right on top of it, but we can look for 59.93. 59.93 can be a nice target. I've seen something else here that you can focus on. 59.93, but if you look across here, what do we have here? This gap here. I don't know which week is this, but this is a new week opening gap here. So 50% of it is around there, 59. this 75, 60, 10. So those are nice areas that we can look for setups, and I think there should be another gap right here. But I want this to be a very quick review. So how am I going to approach this thing? It can come back to this new week opening gap, this recent week here. It can, because already you can see here we have a fair value gap. This one here. This is a fair value gap which is included, which has also a new week opening gap, but the whole of this is a fair value gap on 4. So if it comes back to this area here, we can look for a setup, or you can use this level. You can use the bottom of it here. Then you put a stop loss below here if you want to do that, or you can wait for it at 50 minutes and watch how it behaves. So that one I think we can look for at least for some buying either today, tomorrow. See whether you can hit 60, 10. Maybe I think on 1 hour is where that other I didn't want to go this low, but at least you have an idea for what to look for this US 500. Quickly we go to what other set can we pick? Can you look at I see CAD has moved a lot. CAD moved a lot last week. But it doesn't mean that it cannot move because we have some news on it. But CAD news is on Thursday. Thursday or Friday. So most likely we might stay in a range bound. We might stay in a range bound in this asset here. It's not good for looking for setup. I might stay in a range bound here. We might stay between see it again. Yeah. If it can go for a buy, maybe, but I have to confirm it on 4 hour. I like confirming my things on 4 hour. 0.9007 there, or you can also find some resistance at 0.89847. Mostly this one will stay on a range bound. I don't know even I'm bothering with it. Doesn't have some but right now we can stick on unless okay, let's wait for something to happen on this 4 hour here. Because already I see it's suggesting that we should be looking for buys. That is what I see it suggesting. We should stick for a buy. Should be looking for buys. And that I see on 0.9972. Unless we go below that, then unless we go 0.89772, that is when I'll start looking for sales. But right now it's a bit unclear, and I'm favoring buys a lot right now for that Audi card. Pick another one quickly here. AudJpy. We have a new week opening up, and you can see already has started on a bullish momentum with this one. Yeah, we can look for buys. 294,271. It's a nice area there. I'm trying to look whether we have a new opening up, because those are very nice and quick and nice targets for these assets. It's quite far, but doesn't mean that it cannot go up to that level. So 94.27 is a nice area. Then if it persists on offering those on a buy momentum, let me mark the bottom of that. Is a nice new week opening gap here. I don't know whether it will be visible on 1 hour, on daily, sorry. Where have I spotted it? Where are you? Oops. It's not willing to be. But we have this one here. Why is it not visible on daily? We have this one here. The bottom. See this here. This one here. But I'd like to see this opening gaps on daily and 4. Why is it not visible on this chart? Oh, this one here, very small one here. Can you see it? I think my chart is a bit crowded with here. So I've marked the bottom of it. Don't be surprised if we run to that area. 95,354. Mark those areas. We might run to those areas. If we go above 94,271, that is a very nice target. Also, yeah, that's a very nice target. And maybe 94, let me see. Yeah, 94,815, that's also a nice target there. Some nice price there. Okay, pick another one here, but I've said the one that will give me, if here we form a fair value gap here, for already I can use this one here. I can use this opening gap here. I could have used that opening week gap there. Okay, and you should draw it. But if you form another fair value gap here on a 4 hour, then we can continue looking for more buying. For to continue on buying, on a buy. How many assets are those? Some. Okay, let's do something with the euro. Okay, GBPY zone already is in a momentum. It is moving quickly. We are going to target that 91,577 because it is the bottom of a new week opening gap. This gap here, that's a nice target. And I see that is where we are headed. That is where we are headed. And that is from a new week open gap to new week open gap. You see another gap here. You see another gap below here where this move started. There. Transmitted to that level. 90. What is 90? 90. Yeah, also this one is in a hurry. Also 90, 192, 161 can be an easy target. But for that one, you have to wait for what will happen around that new week opening gap. Don't be in a hurry to. It's a very small gap there. I don't know if anybody was able to see it. But I'm sure that is a new week opening gap. I'm trying to locate it at 4 hour. I guess it's this one here. Yeah, this one here. So Oh, and we have another one here. Oh boy. There. And I guess it's the one that I had marked using this. I don't know why I've adjusted it. It's the one that I had marked using this horizontal line here. There. So if you're looking for any continuation of buy to 190, you can even now drop to 50 minutes and wait for your value up to form here and run with it. Because I don't think one is coming back. He's in a momentum. So 15 minutes of value gap forming here, you can use it to run to. If it fails to run there, wait for it to at 190, yeah, 193.41 or no 93 300 there about. It can drop to those levels there. Okay, let me now go to synthetic. Let me just mix up this asset here. I will add more as the week goes by. Because I'm trying to make this video to be a little bit short, not too lengthy. So here 101s, I see 782.64 is a nice area there. And if it continues to offer that momentum, and that of course is I will watch it on 4 hour to see what exactly is it willing to do. So 72.84, nice target. I think you can get there. If it does not offer us any reason to continue momentum on buying, we're going to start looking for 724. Okay, where we came from actually, and then we have 681 there. Can drop up to 660. Those are levels it can hit. But of course, you have to wait for something. And last week we missed a very nice move on this asset. I don't know why. Anyway, it's okay. It happens. Maybe we're focused on some other things. We have a nice fair value gap here on daily. So I don't know whether it's going to. Let me see. Just give me a moment here. See that nice value gap there. Sometimes I'm tempted to use this here to replace my limit order here and then put my stop loss right here. So as even if it runs to 805, I'll still bill. Then I use a very small lot size there, or rather wait for it then to see how it's going to behave on a lower time frame. That means 4 hour, confirm it with 4 hour first, and then 15 minutes when the value gap forms there, then I will enter that trade. So this one will keep checking on it and see how it's going to behave. So another one, you can look at V75 here. It's on a very high momentum. So I'd checked it earlier. Maybe it gives us 87872. 87872. That's a nice area to look for if it's going to continue to offer us a selling momentum. If it does not do so, and it is but that run there seems like it's going to find support right there, which it can. Then we'll start looking for buys, and 91.567 is a nice area of target if it starts to go for a buy. And then 95.502, and these levels that I'm talking of, we are going to follow them the whole of this week. Even next week we can use some of these levels here. So when you hear me mentioning them, it doesn't mean that because we have reached to that level, then it is no longer considered. We're going to consider it even in the next week if you still be in this range. If you're going to be in this range, they are still usable. So I don't like removing them from my charts quickly. So that's another asset, but I've said, and it's like this one. Okay, I was not on the charts in the morning. That was a nice value gap there, and price came back to it on 4 hour. It came back to 90.5502. So maybe we can look at which other asset. I want this video to be very short. 100 V100 behave quite well, and is still moving. This one, why is it not giving me? Not seeing anything that is okay. I can see 283 is good. It's a good level to look for. And 22, 26. It's a nice level to look for. We have a buy side there, and maybe we go into that fair value gap there on daily. Okay. Up to this level here. So what we'll do here, let's wait for this. Already there's a BPR here forming. So maybe a fair value gap. Can you risk using a fair value gap here on 15 minutes? Already it formed. Oh la la. It doesn't mean that this level they are usable, so you can even come back here to 4 hour. Doesn't mean because it has you have missed it on these 15 minutes. You can also get it at these levels here. So 20.99 is an area that you can put your limit order there. Because this asset is really moving. So what else do we have? What else can we look at? B1. But B1, I have a feeling that I was looking at it. I have a feeling that you're going to have more of a consolidated. You see how close this levels of interest are. That is one thing that gives me an idea of what exactly that asset will it be on a range bound? Yes, I think it's only going to be more likely to be on a range bound. More likely is going to be on a range bound. But I see previous week is still intact, so unless we run to 2855, 2855, and then we go to 21,000. We have a nice gap here. I like it. at 4 hour. But the way those levels are so close by is making me think this thing we're going to be on a consolidation a lot. But already I can see if I'm to favor any direction, it should be a buy. I'm favoring a buy right now. But doesn't mean that it cannot change. It can change. Okay. So I'll update and tell you how I'm going to execute. Of course, I do post screenshot of what I've executed on this on various platform, TikTok, Telegram. So let me post these videos here. I don't want to be so long. Then as we go on, I will maybe make short videos updating on the approach that I'm going to take, or take pictures and post them, show you how I've executed, whether I place a limit order or marked execution, whether I've used a 15 minutes or 4 hour time frame to execute. So let me pause it here.